Now at noon, state lawmakers are starting a new push to raise the minimum wage in the Badger State. And the parent company of the chemical plant that caught fire earlier this week releases an update about potential health risks.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in on this Thursday afternoon. Today is an alert day as we keep an eye on the chance for severe thunderstorms later tonight. Let's head to the Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalte's in today. Has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary.
Well, Mark, we're keeping a weather eye to the sky. Things are pretty quiet right now. We had some thunderstorms early this morning that briefly became severe out toward the La Crosse area, but right now we are watching tonight. We have an alert day in the forecast for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Some of those could produce high winds, hail, perhaps even an isolated tornado, as well as heavy rainfall. Now, the rain we could use, but the severe weather we don't need. Enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms over much of southern Wisconsin. The Storm Prediction Center has been upgrading the forecast for us because of the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms late this afternoon, more likely tonight. The first round of storms moved off to the east toward Milwaukee. The next batch developing well to our north and west. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam, just hazy out there, and it's warm. Temperatures already in the lower 80s here in Madison, upper 80s out toward La Crosse, and dew point temperatures are low here in Madison, but notice they increase out to the west. So that's what will fuel the thunderstorms later this afternoon. Look for a high of 91 degrees. Storms will start firing up toward the La Crosse area late this afternoon or early this evening, but our better chances for severe weather is later tonight. I'll take a look at our forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. We'll check back then. Sauk County has sandbags available for residents worried about potential flooding tonight. You can find them at the West Baraboo Garage on Highway 136. They are free, but you need to film them yourself. Sauk County emergency officials say if your home is prone to flash flooding, the time to prepare is now. And as a reminder, if you are away from your TV or computer or asleep tonight when the storms roll through, you can still stay up to date on the weather. Our free Channel 3000 weather app is available now. Interactive radars and forecasts, all of them in the palm of your hand, as well as alerts when storms are headed your way. People living within 1 mile of the Chemtool plant in Rockton, Illinois are still out of their homes. This as the parent company of the plant claims there is no health risk from the burned materials. The EPA is continuing to monitor air quality levels in the area 24 hours a day. The fire started around 7 a.m. Monday morning. Fire officials have been on the scene for the entire week, and there's still no word on the cause. The parent company of the plant claims there is no health risk posed by the burning materials. In a statement just released, Lubrixol says its own team of health and safety experts finished evaluations of every material burned and say they are confident there will be no short or long-term health effects. We're checking in with health officials today to see what they have to say, and we'll continue providing you with updates about this fire as we know more. We'll bring you that continuing coverage right here on channel3000.com and Channel 3 and News 3 Now. The Supreme Court upheld insurance coverage for millions of Americans this morning. The High Court dismissed a challenge to the Affordable Care Act, leaving the entire law intact. Justices ruled 7-2 that Texas and other Republican-led states had no right to bring their lawsuit in federal court. Justices Samuel Alito and Neil Gorsuch are the two who dissented from the decision. The Affordable Care Act currently covers about 31 million people with health insurance. Governor Tony Evers is among the Democrats celebrating the court's ruling. Evers withdrew Wisconsin from the lawsuit when he became governor. He released a statement today calling the ruling a critically important victory that will make sure everyone has access to quality, affordable health care coverage. Governor Evers is also promising to sign several police reform bills that passed the state legislature. The bills ban chokeholds and make other police changes. Evers also called on lawmakers to go further to make police more accountable and transparent. A bill that would set a statewide use of force policy hasn't been voted on yet in the legislature. Meanwhile, the governor does plan to veto a bill banning transgender athletes from taking part in women's sports, also passed yesterday in the legislature. Democrats in the state legislature are once again calling for a raise in the state's minimum wage. They introduced the plan at a press conference this morning. It calls for a gradual increase to $15 per hour. The state's current minimum wage is $7.25. That's the same as Iowa and Indiana, but less than other Midwestern states. It would be the first raise in the state's minimum wage in more than a decade.
Now is the time to raise the minimum wage to a living wage. Now is the time to allow people to live their lives with dignity And now it is time to affirm that working 40 hours a week should not result in poverty for anyone.
Wisconsin Republicans have resisted calls to increase the minimum wage, focusing instead on plans to promote hiring and end additional unemployment payments. Republicans also argue that businesses are free to raise their own starting wages without a statewide increase. President Biden says time will tell if his summit with the Russian President, Vladimir Putin, is successful. There was some progress on issues such as arms control, but the two sides seem to be far apart on issues like cyber attacks. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
President Biden is back at the White House following his summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, saying the test of whether it was successful will come in the next several months.
I did what I came to do.
Among the takeaways, the two sides agreed to restart a strategic dialogue on nuclear arms control.
We used to engage with them seriously when they were the Soviets on arms control. We weren't doing that over the past years. We need to again now. That's a useful thing.
But on the issue of cyber attacks, tensions remain. In his news conference, President Putin refused to acknowledge Russia's role in recent cyber attacks, even though evidence says otherwise.
I think just throwing out these insinuations at the expert level, that's inappropriate.
President Biden says he told Putin critical infrastructure should be off limits to cyber attacks, giving him a list of 16 U.S. infrastructure sectors from energy to water systems.
And if in fact they violate these basic norms, we will respond.
Experts on the region are skeptical the summit will change Russia's cyber activity and say it's really how the U.S. responds to future attacks that will be key.
Will the Americans be able and willing to make the Kremlin pay a price that makes them pay attention? Right now, words are not going to get President Putin to behave.
Putin said he agreed to begin consultations on cybersecurity. In one other area of cooperation, the two sides also agreed to allow each other's ambassadors to return to their foreign posts. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
And the two leaders also discussed a possible exchange of Russian and American prisoners. A Wisconsin casino appears to be the latest victim of a cyber attack. The Menominee Casino Resort says it's dealing with technical problems after hackers attempted to pry into their computer systems. A security supervisor says the entire hotel had to be shut down. It's hoping to reopen today. Officials with the casino say they don't think the hackers were able to obtain sensitive information, but there is still concern. The FBI and local authorities are investigating the attack. Here's a look at what's ahead on News 3 Now at noon.
The labor market takes an unexpected turn and an overseas offer for penny-pinching home buyers. I'm Diane King-Hall at the New York Stock Exchange. Those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive 25% off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HOMESTORE. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our two best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley HOMESTORE.
We are Dane County. We are Madison, McFarland, Sun Prairie. We are Wanakee, Stoughton, Middleton, Deerfield, and everywhere in between. We are committed to being unique in supporting the value when families share the memories of family and friends at the loss of a loved one. We are CRESS Funeral and Cremation Service. More than just a funeral home, we are the people you know and trust to help families before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Learn more at CRESSFuneralService.com.
I get a lot of questions about my insane love of Atkins chocolate peanut butter bars. Question for you. Why should I eat Atkins bars if I'm not on Atkins? Does not matter, Kelly. You don't have to be doing Atkins to get the benefits of the bars. Peanut butter, chocolate, 16 grams of protein, and not too much in the sugar and net carbs department. So no empty, hungry feeling an hour later. Good deal. Whether you're doing Atkins or not, try one. You'll see.
Need to get the right glasses at the right price right now? Then shop the right sale at iMart Express. For a limited time, get one pair of single vision glasses for $20 and one pair of progressives for $40. Drop by iMart Express and save today.
Wisconsin's soil and water create the perfect environment for agriculture. But it takes more than great land to produce the world's best dairy products. You feel it in the way Wisconsin dairy farmers take care of their animals, preserve their family farmland, and lend a helping hand to their communities. What's that something extra Wisconsin has? It's pride. Support Wisconsin dairy farmers. Buy Wisconsin milk, cheese, and dairy.
The best of the best mattress sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HOMESTORE. In-stock doorbusters are up to 60% off while they last. And now introducing purple mattresses for less than $20 a month. Plus the guaranteed best Tempur-Pedic deal in all of Wisconsin. Only at Ashley HOMESTORE.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive 25% off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today.
Enclosures. A step in the wrong direction. According to the Labor Department, unemployment filings rose to 412,000 last week. Economists were predicting a decline. Claims had fallen for 6 weeks in a row before today's numbers. Another day, another round of outages. According to website monitoring service Down Detector, American Airlines, Southwest, and United Airlines suffered an outage today. The disruption tied to U.S.-based tech provider Akamai rippled across the globe, hitting financial institutions in Australia and Hong Kong. The outage lasted about 17 minutes for most sites. More than a third of Americans say they found at least one error on their credit report. That's according to new data from Consumer Reports. The most common mistake was personal information, like the wrong name or address, but errors about account information also popped up. Why is it important? Mistakes on credit reports can impact your credit score. And pennies for a new pad overseas. The Croatian town of Legrad is luring new residents by selling off homes for 1 Croatian kuna. That's about 16 cents. The fine print, you must commit to calling the small town home for at least 15 years, and the homes are kind of fixer-uppers. If you're willing to put down roots, the town will throw in around $4,000 to renovate your new space. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 360 points. The NASDAQ, however, up 50. The S&P 500 down 21. Peloton owners, listen up. We want to warn you about a security risk on the Bike Plus touchscreen. Cybersecurity company McAfee released a report showing how hackers could interfere with its operating system. The threat most likely affects bikes in public spaces like hotels and gyms, since hackers would need to physically deliver malicious code. Peloton released a mandatory software update to fix the issue earlier this month. As festivals begin to return to Madison this summer, an effort is underway to make them more accessible to people with disabilities. The city is joining with other community partners to release the Madison Festivals and Events Accessibility Guide. It helps event organizers create and implement more inclusive plans for their events. Community partners say often people with disabilities feel isolated by the difficulties of attending events.
And I think for people with disabilities, that can be an everyday occurrence, pandemic or not. So I think with the guide and what we're trying to really do is start a conversation with the festival coordinators.
This year, the City of Madison Parks Department started requiring festival applicants to include an accessibility plan as part of their permit application. Along with the guide, free training is also available for all festival and event organizers. The guide is part of a larger project aimed at increasing accessibility across the city. Well, severe storms are possible tonight. Gary's got an update on how you can prepare and what areas could see severe weather in your first warn forecast. That's next at noon.
The Hy-Vee Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Red or yellow peppers, just $1 each. Stamilk cherries, only $3.88 a pound. And Bushel Boy tomatoes, just $1.88 a pound. This Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message. I'm back. Not so fast. You can't return to a regular program yet. Not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
It's the Hy-Vee Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Sweet corn, 2 for just $1. Monterey mushrooms, only 99 cents. And buy one, get one free on Josie's Organics salads. Don't miss the Hy-Vee Mega Produce Sale.
A local breeder's caught selling sick puppies, yet he's still in business. Chris Stanford gets answers from state officials.
Why do they still have a license to sell dogs?
Learn 3 telltale signs of breeding deception. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Hi, folks. Friday morning, we are wrapping up our Wandering Wisconsin series with a day trip for you and your family to the southwest corner of the state.
And we're helping you put together those last-minute plans to honor Dad this Father's Day. Join us from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Still waiting for that rain.
We are, but boy, is the market ever anticipating rain. And not just a little, they're anticipating measurable rain. Talk more about that in just a moment. I want to start off on a positive note right here in the Madison area. Tomorrow, they are going to have a groundbreaking ceremony on the UW-Madison campus for the College of Veterinary Medicine. I got a chance to visit with Dr. Mark Markell, who is the dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine. You know, that building down there on campus was built in 1983 and has not basically been touched since then. $128 million they're dedicating towards the expansion and renovation of that entire campus area. And that will include the hospital that serves a lot of folks around the Madison and Wisconsin area. I talked to Dr. Markell and asked him just exactly how things have been going. He said still a very, very strong demand for admittance into the UW-Madison School of Veterinary Medicine. I did not know that there are only about 53 schools of veterinary medicine in the world. Madison catches a lot of attention. Dr. Markell said that every year they get between 1,100 and 1,200 applications for about 96 available slots. So you can see that an expansion in classroom size would be wonderful. That they're not sure if that's part of this plan. Right now, they are just so cramped that they want ample office space for staff, for students, for the researchers, and obviously for the animals. So that's going to probably take until 2024 to completely wrap up. So the markets are down double digits, and they keep falling today in Chicago. It's about the anticipation of that rain. It's about the anxiety over the Federal Reserve possibly raising interest rates. Barrel cheese down 6.5 at $1.57. 40-pound block cheese down 2 at $1.49. AA butter today finishes unchanged at $1.80.5 per pound. And part of the reason we're seeing the 640-pound block cheese go lower, barrel cheese, I should say, go lower, is because there's a lack of lumber. And that big parcel of cheese is normally crated in a wooden box. Can you believe that? Talk about supply chain reaction. And like I said, right now the market's reacting to the potential for rain.
Everything seems to be connected these days.
It does. It surely does.
And thank you. Let's go to Gary now with an update on the possible severe weather this evening.
Yeah, that's the bad news. The good news is we probably should get some decent rain out of this, but we do have an alert day in the forecast for late this afternoon and tonight for strong to severe thunderstorms looking more and more likely. Heavy rain, certainly a possibility. High winds, hail, even the possibility for some isolated tornadoes, especially where the storms initially developed. Now, we had some thunderstorms that actually briefly became severe near the La Crosse area. They weakened as they pushed into our viewing area, and then a couple other thunderstorms moved through the Fox Valley and now are north of Milwaukee. The next batch just starting to get organized here. We're probably going to see storms develop up in this area, north and west of La Crosse, up into central Wisconsin by late this afternoon. And then as those storms move southeastward, they bring the potential for severe weather. Storm Prediction Center has now moved the enhanced area of severe weather over most of southern Wisconsin away from Lake Michigan, expanded the slight and marginal risk areas as well. So this means an increasing chance for severe weather. As far as the threats, large hail, this area, the highest area of potential for severe weather and hail is just out to our west, but this hatched area indicates the potential for areas that could see very large hail, greater than 2 inches in diameter or about the size of a golf ball or larger. Wind probability, high wind probability, again, highest from southern Wisconsin back into Iowa. The hatched area indicates the potential for significant winds of 70 to 80 miles per hour in some of the stronger thunderstorms, so that bears watching. Tornado probability, a little bit less than hail and wind, but still up from yesterday, about a 5% risk of a tornado within about 25 miles of any point, and that includes much of southern Wisconsin back into Minnesota and Iowa. So again, we're watching this very, very carefully for the storms to develop later on this afternoon and more likely tonight. But the rainfall is probably the best news, because now the computer models are showing general half-inch to inch-and-a-half rains over most of southern Wisconsin. Yesterday it looked like it would be mainly southwest of Madison. Now it looks like much of southern Wisconsin should see some beneficial rain, and you can see this on Future Track. Notice 4 o'clock, the storm's still trying to get organized, but watch how quickly they explode in about a 3 to 4 hour period into this evening through the midnight hour, and then by early tomorrow morning they move into Illinois and move out of here. So that's when our best chances for severe weather being. Then tomorrow should be a dry day as well. You can see lots of sunshine out here, so the atmosphere is starting to get primed for the severe weather over the next few hours. For this afternoon, look for a high temperature of 91 degrees. Look for a possibility for a late afternoon thunderstorm, but much of the afternoon, if not all of it, will be dry. But tonight, showers and thunderstorms, some could be strong to severe, low at 68. Tomorrow, very warm, but a little less humid with a high of 87. On Future Track, notice those storms again developing late this afternoon through this evening into early overnight, and then moving out of here by early on Friday morning. Rainfall amounts, generally about a half-inch to an inch-and-a-half. Some areas could pick up over 2 inches in heavier thunderstorms. 7 to 10 day forecast. We have the alert day for today. Then we'll see some thunderstorm chances for the end of the weekend, and then next week we'll all have the possibility for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Also, a first warn traffic note here. There is a shutdown of U.S. Highway 18151 in the Verona area because of an accident near Highway 69. So use business 18151 through Verona and avoid the bypass around the southern portion of the Verona area, because that area right now 18151 is closed, at least in the eastbound direction.
All right, Gary, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. This is Reuben. He's just 3 years old, but the Humane Society says he is an outgoing gentleman, full of love. Reuben is looking for a forever family and lots of companionship. June is National Adopt a Shelter Cat Month, so now it's a great time to bring Reuben home. He looks very relaxed there. If you're interested in adopting Reuben or checking out the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. And a happy update to pass along. Last week's pet, Jamal, has been adopted. Congratulations to Jamal and his new forever family. Because it is National Adopt a Shelter Cat Month, Dane County Humane Society is reducing adoption fees to $5 for all adult cats through Saturday. The special is for cats 1 year and older. The adoption fee for kittens will be $75. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Foil pouch cooking is always a hit. So wait until you see what State Fair favorite I have inside this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
This is a giant eyesore.
All you have to do is point.
Nice! Take that! Oh, baby, this is fun.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
He's here! He's here! It's happening!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
It's that time of year again. How can we help? Could you haul this away for me? Oh, it's gone. There was stuff here. Amazing.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest broth, the broth that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Whenever we do a segment featuring a recipe that's cooked in a foil pouch, we always get requests to create more. And I get it. After all, they're easy to assemble, fun to eat, and simple to clean up. That's why we're sharing a new foil packet recipe featuring a state fair favorite, sausage, peppers, and onions. And it goes together like this. We begin by tearing 4 pieces of heavy-duty aluminum foil, so they're about 12 inches square. Then we cut red and green bell pepper into strips and place them in a bowl along with some thinly sliced onion and a few spices. Now for the assembly, we place 1/4 of the veggies onto the center of each piece of foil and top them with some Italian sausage that we've cut into chunks. Spoon some spaghetti sauce over it and loosely fold up the foil, making a pouch that's ready to cook in the oven or on the grill. Once they're done, which only takes about 20 minutes, it's up to you to decide whether you want to eat these right out of the foil or dish them up on a crusty roll with a bit of the sauce. Either way, you'll be in for a treat. To get the recipe for what we call State Fair sausage packets, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an easy wrapped up way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Here's Gary. One final check your forecast.
Well, here's the new severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, and it does have an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms over all of southern Wisconsin, so that's level 3 on the 5-level scale, so pretty significant threat for severe weather. Right now, a couple of thunderstorms over toward the Milwaukee area. The next batch out west of the Twin Cities still has yet to get going. We'll see that happen late this afternoon, more likely this evening as storms explode over southern Wisconsin. But right now, much of the afternoon should be dry. Temperatures already in the lower 80s in Madison, upper 80s out to the west. Dew point temperatures are low in Madison, but those dew points increase out to the west. So that's where the moisture is. That's where we'll probably see the storm development take place around the La Crosse area. Alert day for tonight for the possibility for strong to severe thunderstorms. Then some more thunderstorm chances toward the end of the weekend, early next week, and toward the end of next week, hopefully bringing us some beneficial rain.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you this afternoon for Live at 4. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.